Have we just entered a crypto bear market? And if we're about to pivot from here and go parabolic, what 5 meme coins have the potential to make life-changing gains and turn $1,000 into 100,000 if not million? We may have just entered the worst point of the market cycle, where Bitcoin has topped and is about to be drained significantly, whilst altcoins are about to suffer sustained losses for the next 2 years. All while we remain in denial that a bull market is coming. Or are we in a massive bear trap? A brief period of time where the big players are manipulating the markets heavily, causing for smaller players to get destroyed, suffer weak hands, and dump their crypto. My name's the Suppoman, your superhero of 100 to 1000X gems. I have the best record on crypto YouTube of finding the massive multipliers. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you my opinion on where I think the market is headed based on my 8 years doing crypto YouTube. So if you love content like this, make sure you smash a like on this video. If we get to 5,000 likes, I will be giving 3 people in the comments $1,000 of any of the tokens in this list. And make sure you subscribe and leave me a comment to say you have subscribed, because I don't want you to miss out when I cover a powerhouse new gem. So let's address the elephant in the room. October is typically known as Uptober. Why? Because as an average, it's responsible for Bitcoin going up 20%. And in the last 13 years, only 2 Octobers have produced red months. And these were Octobers in the post-top year. Only a couple of weeks ago did we see $19 billion liquidated from the crypto market. We saw the altcoin market lose 500 billion in just a day. Top coins like Asta and Mix, they lost 70% of value, with coins like Sui going from $3 wicking under 1. And possibly the most catastrophic damage was done on Hyperliquid, with one particular whale losing $60 million. What we saw and experienced was the worst crypto crash in history, and Hyperliquid and Binance were at the top of these huge liquidations. If you were watching me on my Suppoman live channel, you will have seen the top might be in. I analysed chart data from the last 3 bull markets. What you've got here is the halving date. After the halving, there's typically a 150-day period of sideways action. Then, from the sideways action, there's typically 393 days until the top of the market. So let me just show you how it looked back in 2021. So after the sideways action through to the top, it was 396 days. And then after that, Bitcoin absolutely tanked. It was the same in 2017. And then I looked at 2025, 393 days after the sideways action, we saw the top. And coincidentally, that was the point that Bitcoin hit 125,000. And literally days later, Bitcoin lost 18% of value. So if you were to think reasonably, you would think that Bitcoin has topped because it's only gone down from that date. And influencers have been very bearish, not seeing any upside, reporting on lots of big sells and scaring people into thinking the bull market is actually over. But to me, the crypto market has changed significantly since the previous bull market. What we have got now is a largely leverage trading based market, where really people are making huge profits or losses in longing and shorting Bitcoin. And due to the rise in decentralized perpetual exchanges like Hyperliquid, Asta and Mix, we are seeing even more manipulation. So as you can see here, where previously Binance was always the top of the liquidations, now you've got Hyperliquid that has got 3 times the amount of liquidations. And one of the more recent culprits of manipulation is this Trump insider, which many people on Twitter have been reporting on, where there's this Trump insider with a 100% win rate that's opening up massive shorts and massive longs in advance of certain events. And apparently this happened just before the China tariff announcement by Trump. However, to me, I believe that we have got an incredibly bullish landscape. In just a week's time, we have got the next FOMC meeting, where there is a near 100% chance of a Fed rate cut. We have now seen gold that has recently hit an all-time high now start to crash, which could lead to a rotation back into cryptos. Coinbase have just spent 25 million on an NFT. Now that does not look like bear market behavior. And last of all, we have got stimulus checks that are coming at the beginning of January. And stimulus was the reason why we had such a buoyant market in 2020 and 2021. So despite all the data we are seeing, I believe the landscape looks ultra bullish. And in my personal opinion, the only way to win in this landscape is by playing the spot market game. Playing with leverage and doing longing and shorting, there is massive risk of huge losses. Only 20% of leverage traders make profits, and only the top 1% make any life-changing gains. The way I play cryptocurrency is the winning formula. You buy coins at spot price, you wait for the parabola to take the prices up, and then voila! You make huge multipliers, which I have done time and time again across all the bull markets and across all the major trends. And finally, it's down to timing. It could get a lot worse from here, or there could be a V reversal very, very soon. As a result of that, I believe all you need to do is just to be patient, have conviction in the cryptocurrencies you're buying, making sure you're buying hyped narratives at market bottoms, not going into something like Asta, which was multiple billions before it started to dump. All you have to do is wait for the parabola to come, and then everything will move up in osmosis, but the best coins will go up in massive multiples. As usual, nothing I say is to be construed as financial advice. Crypto is largely unregulated and high risk, and people who invest should be prepared to lose all their money. And everything I say to you in this video is for informational and educational purposes only. The first coin I have got for you is Dowge. Dowge, or DJI 6930, is designed to fight against the top 1% that are manipulating prices. So it's very relevant to what's going on in the crypto and Wall Street space right now. It's the people at the top that are always winning and all the people at the bottom that are always losing. Dowge is a community coin for all the people at the bottom. And they are looking to flip the Dow Jones, hence the name Dowge. So Dowge is a combination of Dow Jones and Doge. The market cap of the Dow Jones is over $20 trillion, and it is made up of the top 30 most successful American companies. Now, Dowge is very much a movement. There's only one cryptocurrency like it, and it is SPX 6900. SPX is already a $1 billion plus cryptocurrency. And what we've got with Dowge is it's only 13 million. Now, to me, Dowge is one of the hottest meme coins around that nobody knows about, because it is a super meme coin. In that, it's a take on the Shiba Inu. So the most successful multi-billion dollar meme coins all had Shiba Inu mascots. Doge, Shib, Flocky, Dog with Hat, and Bonk being the most famous. Now, where Dowge makes a difference is you have got a three-headed Shiba Inu mascot. So it looks different, it looks distinct. And noobs coming into cryptocurrency will look at Dowge, they'll look at what has been successful before, and they will see the gold mine. To me, it's extremely rare to find such incredible qualities in a cryptocurrency versus the top cryptocurrencies in all the various niches. So, SPX 6900 is the most close to DJI 6930. The big differences are SPX has already achieved critical mass. They have already got into the billions, they're a top 100 meme coin, and so the upside potential, although may be big because it's different, it's also far gone. Whereas with DJI 6930, this is pre-critical mass. Also, unlike SPX, they have got a commercial mascot, whereas SPX 6900 is just a coin. So it looks kind of corporate. Whereas Dowge, not only has it got the mascot for new retail investors, but it's also got a very Wall Street-esque emblem. It's got a cult community, which means there's going to be people that are constantly marketing it. That's similar to what we had with Bitcoin and Bitcoin maximalists. It's TradFi friendly. Stockbrokers, bankers, and people in Wall Street will look at DJI and they will know that that's the Dow Jones. So unlike every meme coin out there in the market, Dowge has got a financial target. They are going to be constantly pushing towards flipping the Dow Jones, and the community are going to be helping them. Certainly, when DJI 6930 first came out, which was only a couple of months ago, there was a hysteria in terms of the community. So many posts, so much noise on X. They are coming up with a new website. They are making sure that their look is constantly fresh and constantly appealing to retail investors. SPX 6900, they have never changed their website. It's still a very static looking page. Now, the difference between the SPX and the Dow Jones is that the SPX is quite new. It's only about 60 years old, whereas the Dow Jones is over 100 years old. It came out in the 1800s. So that means for DJI 6930, it's attacking a more venerable institution, and therefore it's a more ambitious and significant target. The community of Dowge is 16,500. This is double what Dowge was when it was at an $80 million market cap. The 8th biggest hodler of Dowge is MEXC, one of the biggest retail exchanges in cryptocurrency. So being a whale, there is absolutely no doubt that this is going to continue to be listed, because SPX will always make this relevant. It will always be the best beta play to SPX. As a result of that, I am expecting Dowge to at least usurp SPX's current market cap, which is a 100x. But I think that because we could have the most violent of parabolas, this one could even push to 1000x. The next coin I think has incredible upside potential is Kitty coin, otherwise known as Meow. Now, this was the original cat meme coin. This came out at the same time as Dogecoin, December 2013. Now, if we have a look at CoinMarketCap back in 2014, you can see that Kitty coin was a top 30 coin. Now, that's not much to say given there were only 92 coins at the time. Now there are multiple millions. But that's showing you the OG-ness of Kitty coin. Launched as a rival to Dogecoin. You had Kobe and Max Bitcoin, which at the time were OG and probably the only influencers in cryptocurrency, really pushing Kitty coin. And then what happened is that Doge's cult wasn't ready to share the spotlight. So there was a cabal that were pushing Doge, and they were suppressing Kitty coin. Now, back in the past, there was no such thing as a meme coin category. So something like this wouldn't have been appreciated. But now we have got the likes of Toshi, Popcat, Mog, Mew. These are all cat coins that have gone into the billions. And Kitty coin at this present moment is only 1.7 million. But you can see that it has real legacy. It's got a storyline. So this was really meant to be the direct rival. Now, given that Doge ended up achieving a $100 billion market cap, shows that Kitty coin, with the same origin story of being the first cat meme coin, and therefore having a significance that is greater than Mog, Toshi, etc., means that this one has its second chance cafe. I think that many cat lovers are going to be attracted to Meow. And given that there's such a ginormous market and it's such a low market cap, that Meow coin has got the potential to 100, if not 1000x. The third coin I have got for you is Stream Season. Now, Stream Season is a meme stroke pump.fun coin launched by Alex Becker himself. Now, at this present time, it is only $740,000 market cap. Something that we haven't seen from Alex Becker is a lot of content. But something that he has said is that when the bull market is up and running, he is going to be making a weekly YouTube video and possibly 2 to 3 streams on pump.fun. So what he has said is that he's not promising anything with Stream Season. He's not promising to pump it. But what he is saying is, I do promise I am not launching another pump coin. I will be streaming under Stream Season. So this will be his constant. It will always have an audience. It will always be in the spotlight one way or another. In all of these videos, he's covering the same multi-$100 million cryptocurrencies like Destra, like Pinlink. And this one, if he ever talks about it, even once, the likelihood is this will absolutely spike. He has said that utility for the streams is going up. He is pushing pump.fun to add utility, and this would be excellent for Stream Season. So whilst it is a very risky cryptocurrency, I do think that if he does talk about it, it's got extreme potential. It could do really any of these multipliers. The next one is a beta play to pudgy penguins, and that is Pandu Pandas. Pandu Pandas is an NFT meme coin. So what you've got with these pandas is you have got the ability to interact with them and buy them as an NFT. What I love about these guys is the marketing efforts. You know, these guys are on TikTok just like Pudgy Penguins. Pudgy Penguins' TikTok team make these really accessible videos that people share all across the internet. They are not even necessarily related to cryptocurrency. And that's why they're immediately shareable. And I think the quality of the team in Pandu means that they are probably going to take the exact same angle, and these guys are going to have a lot of visibility when it comes to the Euphoria stage. So if we are going to be having a parabola, meme coins are going to be one of the best performing narratives. And as a result of that, if these guys really capitalize on their marketing efforts and making these really good cartoons, then this one could really truly explode. And I would say that Pudgy Penguins, from a $10 million market cap, has definitely got the potential to do a 50x from here. The last crypto I have got to you is really saving the best till last. I truly think that this one has the potential to be a monster hit, an absolute powerhouse. And that is a crypto meme coin called Petro Penguins. Now, Petro Penguins is basically a penguin-based NFT meme coin that is looking to flip the oil market. These penguins that have been affected by oil spills that occur in the sea. And of course, unfortunately, it affects these penguins, right? So they are sitting as a mascot against the oil industry. And these are the animated characters that are potentially going to be NFTs in the future. All right, so flip the oil market. So they are looking to flip the oil market at various stages. Firstly, flip the rigs. The target is 2 billion. Barrels, which is 80 billion. And then the Great Spill Reversal, which is 3 to 4 trillion. So they have got these incremental targets along the way in trying to flip the oil industry. And you can see the designs are fantastic, animated penguins, all with the oil spills on them. Pengo is only worth $2.7 million market cap, and it is known by nobody at this stage. Now, I believe that this one has got really tremendous potential, because with Pudgy Penguins, you've got a cryptocurrency that hit 3 billion market cap, and with Pengo, you've got a cryptocurrency that is 1000x less than Pudgy Penguins, and the difference being is that Pudgy Penguins doesn't really stand for anything. Pudgy Penguins is a soft toy penguin, right? So they were initially a kind of elite NFT collection back in 2021, then came under management and really has become a brand and a business since then. But it doesn't really stand for anything. It hasn't got a financial target, just like Dowge has an SPX. We have got a penguin mascot that actually stands for something, and the quality of the website is absolutely incredible. You've got the normie friendliness with the mascot, but you've also got a quite serious messaging here as well. The oil spill industry and all of the kind of negative events that have affected penguins.
Petro Penguins.
Well, that's unbelievable, honestly, and sad at the same time, because it jumps into the water and it's oil. Yeah, see, to me, it's got an emotive angle, very much so. Brilliant design. Anyway, there we are, and in my personal opinion, I think Petro Penguins definitely has 1000x plus potential. And I mean, nobody knows about it at this stage. This is the first introduction to the world of Petro Penguins. And that concludes today's video. Are we in a bear market? Me personally, I don't think so. And me personally, I am sitting on my investments, waiting and being patient for that parabola effect. What cryptocurrencies are you sitting on, and what cryptocurrencies do you like? And out of this list, what would you want $1,000 worth of? Till next time, I've been the Suppoman. You have been amazing. It is lights out, all out.